Alright, what's happening everyone? It's Side Entertainment 1 and yeah, just here to give you my quick thoughts and comments on the fourth quarterfinal that happened between West Indies and New Zealand. And this happened in Wellington in that new ground, which doesn't, sometimes you feel it's just happening in a big apartment, a really large apartment, because it's that small. Okay, first of all, to a lot of people over the years who keep coming at me saying that, oh, you're a Bengali guy with a fake American accent. No, this shit's natural to me. Right now, this shit is natural to me. Yeah, I don't have that stereotypical Bengali English accent. No, I don't have that. That's not me.
Core enhancements disabled.
So yeah, and yeah, I got a lot of pride for this as well. So I'm good. Just to let y'all know, this is natural to me, pretty much. Anyways, talking about the match. First of all, congratulations, Mark and Guptil. Holy crap, man. I mean, okay, it's a small ground and shit, but still, you gotta score them runs. 237 not out after being dropped on 4 by Marlon Samuels. Yeah, that is holy crap. Marlon Samuels will be regretting that pretty much for the rest of his life. Like, I dropped a motherfucker on 4, and then he went on to make just more 233 runs. Like one of the legends of the game, Michael Holding, would actually put it. So, I mean, look at the rest of the card. I don't think there's even 150. Maybe there's one more 50, but nothing that significant compared to the 237. That sort of tells you, like how much of an impact, Mark and Guptil had on the innings. And the bowlers, Michael Holding actually, dude, that guy's whoever following that show ESPN Match Point. Right out, before the match, innings break, and post match. Michael Holding's passion for West Indies cricket is coming out in spades now, and what he wants to see changed, because he feels that it's a part of something. It's something that he was integral in building the legacy of West Indies cricket. He was a part of its building, of the building of its reputation, and he takes pride in it. Just like, let's say, I don't know, how many of y'all actually followed the Stone Cold and Vince McMahon thing, what you call it, the podcast interview, when Vince McMahon said, we're sports entertainment, and Stone Cold said nah, you're professional wrestling. And Vince said, well, wrestling is a completely different umbrella compared to what we do with sports entertainment. And you yourself, Steve, were sports entertainment. Yeah. Yeah, and you can see in the face how, that Stone Cold, Steve Austin, he was offended because he sees that, it's something he helped crescendo, and he helped legitimize to a point. Same with Michael Holding, he helped bring West Indies cricket to that power of dominance, and now that West Indies, this is happening to that West Indies. And he said that Jason Holder, with his captaincy and bullshit, and he said that somebody, basically, what he feels the WICB is doing is somebody's getting punished by, somebody's being punished, and the punishment is keeping him away from the captaincy. Now, in that process, what's happening? The entire team is getting punished. The West Indies fans in a way are getting punished. And there's somebody getting punished. The WICB is going to make an example out of him by making a new guy captain. What he's doing, he's making he's making an example out of like the entire West Indies cricket, and he's basically insulting the West Indies cricket fans, not living up to their potential. So that goes in terms of bowling. And then again, Ajit Agarkar, he actually said something as well, that West Indies doesn't have that firepower anymore. They don't have the they don't have the match winners anymore. They don't have that fiery pace anymore. And this is sad. I mean, holy crap, this is sad. I mean, back in the 70s, 80s, even leading up to the 90s, I mean, you had some deadly people, man, coming up. You had some deadly people coming. Even to the 2000s, I'm like, I like that guy, Corey Collymore, man. Whatever happened to him? I think that he got banned or something. Yeah. After that, it just started going down. After Jerome Taylor, Tino Best still has some of that spirit, but that's about it. Kemar Roach tries here and there. Ravi Rampal is underrated. If you ask me, Ravi Rampal underrated. Jason Holder, 23-year-old captain, man. That's one of the biggest problem. I mean, honestly, they should have stuck with Darren Sammy. I mean, just after that series with India, I mean, come on, man. You're facing India in India. India is almost like an India win guaranteed, because that's how India operates. They gotta take care of the business side of things all the time. And a few more stuff have been coming out about the Bangladesh India thing, that they actually switched the venue once they figured out it's Bangladesh. I mean, if that's the case, if that people watching this video, please do send me a link or something. If this is true, that India actually changed, the venue was changed once the England Bangladesh match happened. The quarterfinal venue was changed. If this is true, then please send me a link, that verifies that, and please hashtag India fears Bangladesh. Please hashtag that if this is true. Because they picked the one ground where we had the worst performance. If that's the case, the MCG. They picked the one ground where we had the worst performance. Okay. Okay, and actually, a bit more of news that has come out that Pakistan are actually going to tour Bangladesh, which is very good, and the timing actually is very good. The timing of this entire thing is actually very, very good, because the Bangladeshi fans are pissed the fuck off at the ICC, and they are behind their team more than ever, right? They're behind the team more than ever. And actually, there's a press conference from to some Bangladeshi cricket fans in Australia. Yeah, from Murtaza. He said that, dude, in a way, Mashrafi Murtaza and Matt Hardy has some parallels to him. That it's sometimes it's difficult to see Murtaza in that situation where he can't even he said it's hard for him to move around. Same way, sometimes it's difficult to see Matt Hardy in the ring. He used to be a very athletic guy, and now he has trouble walking. This guy who used to jump off ladders and put his body through hell and all that. Now he has trouble even sometimes even pulling off smooth drop kicks and moonsaults. So Murtaza, when he was younger, he used to bowl at fucking fiery pace, yo. And yeah, to see a guy of that caliber return to in this condition and still fighting on, it is nothing short of inspirational. And here's where I thought Atar Ali Khan or Bangladeshi commentator was important, because none of them were putting over the Mortaza and all that, and yeah, dude, Harsha Bogli, right, I think he had a few surgeries here and there. He's stricken down by injuries over the years. Harsha Bogli can fucking suck my dick. Honestly, can fucking suck my dick. I don't give a fuck, man. Oh, and by the way, fuck Pepsi. Fuck Pepsi. You pussies drink Pepsi. I drink Coke. Alright. But getting back to this match, this was an interesting contest. For me, Chris Gale needed to be there for a chance. Chris Gale or Darren Sammy needed to be there at least. For chance for the match to be pulled off, because the match ended 250 all out in the 30th over. Calculate that run rate, guys. Calculate that run rate. That is 8.33 runs and over. Okay, 8.33 runs and over, and the match ended at 250 in the 30th over. This tells you, had a big hitting batsman been there consistently, they would have, West Indies would have won this match. And had Chris Gale been fit, West Indies would have won this match. Because honestly, this was a small ground. This was a very, it's hard to say, this is now becoming the new Bengaluru ground, where except in in this ground, if you're a good fast bowler, if you're a good clever bowler, if you have good fielders around, your caliber will actually shine through, because you are troubling batsmen on a small ground, and with even less room for error. So it was from the get-go, 80 for 4, I believe, at the end of 10, I think. And then you had a 12-run over after 11, 92 runs. In the 12th over, the 100 came up. But wickets kept falling. And yeah, the Dan Vettori, did you see that catch he pulled off Marlon Samuels? That was one third man. He pulled off an absolute blinder of a catch. And, to the point where, one of the fans actually threw him an orange shirt. Take it, man. It's all yours. It's all yours. Yeah, see, I like that interaction. I like that sort of interaction. And this is one of the reasons I like cricket in Australia and New Zealand. Especially in Australia, but I like it in New Zealand as well. There's one point during the Ashes, they were passing around a large... Was it in the Ashes or the ODI series after the Ashes? They're passing around a large foam cricket ball all around the ground. I think that was the MCG. Yeah, stuff like that to see in the audience that they're engaged, they're having fun. That thing is nice to see in cricket, and that adds to aesthetic value in cricket. And goddamn, cricket needs some aesthetic value, man. Cricket needs some aesthetic value. It needs to be seen as more than just a dull, dumb sport played by rich boys. It needs to be seen more than that. But yeah, this match, let's put it this way: the first 4 wickets had actually, I didn't look at the bowling figures, but I think Bolt actually did pick up another wicket, because how fast the wickets were falling. The first 4 wicket, Trent Bolt picked him up, and Trent Bolt was actually getting swing. And something of note here. Is it me, or do left arm bowlers, seam bowlers, swing the ball more, on an average more than right arm swing bowlers. Just find that out. Like I'd like to know that. So yeah, in the end, like it was demolition, but it was an entertaining demolition of the West Indies, if you will. But because the match got over pretty quick, man. 20 overs remaining. The match got over pretty quick, but the crowds were entertained. There were some big fours and big sixes, and Martin Guptil actually hit one out the ground, and he said, that's my second one. That's my second one, Craig McMillan. That was nice to see as well. So we now know that South Africa are going to play New Zealand, and India are going to play Australia. South Africa versus New Zealand, may the best team win. India versus Australia, let's go Australia. Come on, kangaroos, stomp them motherfucking elephants. Alright? And okay, just to I have a feeling some people think I might be racist prejudiced and all that fucking bullshit. Listen, just to clarify, the reason I want India to lose is because of their fucking ego. Yeah, it's because of the fucking ego and this stupid little notion in their head that now it's their time to bully the world. No, that's a megalomaniac, and that's never good. Alright, looking forward to your content suggestions. This is the Reside signing out.